Wait. Are they about to describe Charon?
My name is Dr. Miller, and the SCP we're going to be looking at today is SCP-4999, Special Containment Procedures. Due to SCP-4999's unwillingness or inability to appear before more than one person at a time, in addition to the subsequent and immediate death of any who witness it firsthand, SCP-4999 is effectively self-containing. Any reports of SCP-4999 manifestations captured by security camera feeds, photographs, or similar are to be investigated, and the media confiscated for analysis. All second-hand witnesses among the civilian populace are to be amnesticized. Description: SCP-4999 is a humanoid entity of unknown composition, visually resembling a middle-aged male. Its physical appearance varies, with its dark suit being the only constant between manifestations. Due to the rarity of recorded SCP-4999 manifestation events and the highly specific circumstances in which they occur, little data concerning its nature or intent is available. However, its behavior is consistent across all recorded sightings. SCP-4999 will manifest only in the presence of one solitary human person at a time. All subjects recorded to date have been in terminally poor health, critically injured, or on their deathbeds.
Wait. Are they about to describe Charon? I genuinely don't know if I can be goofy in this video, guys.
SCP-4999 appearing nearby and within sight of the individual not more than 20 minutes before their expiration. SCP-4999 will only appear if the subject is conscious and alone. It will not appear if the subject is comatose, asleep, or unconscious, nor will it appear if they are being cared for by or in the company of or otherwise being directly observed by another person.
This is giving Charon vibes, but like the rules by which they show up are kind of specific, right? That's kind of specific. Like it won't show up if anyone else is nearby.
Upon manifestation, the entity will seat itself directly adjacent to the subject's bed, if such furniture is available. If not, it will remain standing or sit on the floor or ground in whatever configuration will allow it direct physical access to the subject without causing disturbance.
Very polite. We like that.
Once situated, it will remove a pack of cigarettes from its left inside jacket pocket and offer one to the subject. If the subject accepts, SCP-4999 will place it between their lips, remove one for itself, and light both.
This SCP has such a strong vibe already.
If the subject declines, SCP-4999 will light and smoke the cigarette instead. The entity will make physical contact with the subject, typically via holding their hand, placing its hand atop theirs, or resting its hand on their shoulder.
I like this though, because this is like a very reassuring take. I'm not quite this reassuring in my approach. It's very comforting, right?
SCP-4999 will then remain with the subject, silent and unmoving, until they have passed away.
They've done such a good job of like fully characterizing this character in just a few lines. It's wild.
SCP-4999 has not been seen to engage in any other activity or behavior, and demanifests immediately upon the subject's death. The subject's cigarette, however, will remain, providing the only physical evidence of SCP-4999's presence.
The cigarette being left behind is weird, right? It's like a bit of a calling card almost. I don't know how I feel about that. I like it. I like the more subtle approach, right?
No subject thus far has been seen to recoil from or otherwise resist the entity, nor have any attempted to engage it in conversation, despite multiple instances of subjects acknowledging the entity's presence via eye contact, adjusting posture to reciprocate or facilitate the entity's touch, breaking into tears when noticing its presence, or verbally thanking the entity when offered a cigarette.
I'm interested to see if they go into more detail about like how they've actually been researching it and how they've gathered like this data about it, right?
Individuals affected by SCP-4999 share a number of common attributes. Research into identified subjects has indicated that SCP-4999 is more likely to appear if an individual lives alone, is non-religious, is impoverished or homeless, displays a history of mental illness, is a military veteran, has no criminal record or has never been convicted of a violent crime, has no currently surviving family, is unmarried or otherwise lacks a significant other, has little to no social standing in the community, does not exhibit any record of significant professional or personal accomplishments, has few to no mutually beneficial interpersonal relationships, or exhibits qualities and life history that have rendered the individual nondescript, anonymous, neglected, or otherwise unremarkable or insignificant by the standards of their respective society.
I like the idea that they are appearing to maybe comfort people that are usually alone or that need comfort more than others in this time. Obviously that's not quite the way it goes in Greek mythology, but it's very interesting to see this interpretation of essentially what is Charon in a different format. Very interesting. Okay.
No testing involving SCP-4999 has been authorized or attempted, due to available data indicating that observation of a subject precludes its manifestation, as well as ethical concerns. Goddamn ethics committee.
What the fuck? I wasn't expecting him to say that.
SCP-4999 was initially discovered as the result of its emerging status as an urban legend, with footage of an entity appearing on hospital security cameras worldwide being disseminated via the internet and various television programs. A minor disinformation program was put into effect to maintain this public image, and SCP-4999 was officially registered on November 27th, 1998.
That late, right? Bro, when was security cameras going crazy everywhere? I can't even remember. I feel like they were a thing in the 90s, right? Maybe even the 80s. Maybe I'm going a bit too far into the 80s, but that's really interesting. It's so funny with the evolution of technology, right? That there's a bunch of this stuff that we would only find out now with these SCPs, because only in recent years have we been able to detect it or gather the data on it. It's kind of an interesting thing to think about.
In the years following SCP-4999's classification, additional research and cross-referencing with accounts of similar phenomena have suggested that while concrete evidence of SCP-4999 appearances has become more commonplace due to the advent of photography and video recording technology in the modern era, writings and artistic depictions of a figure exhibiting similar properties, behavior, and physical resemblance to SCP-4999 exist throughout world history, culture, and mythology, with some accounts being thousands of years old, in some cases predating human civilization.
I mean, that's another really interesting thing to think about as well, isn't it? Because it's how were people writing this stuff in mythology and things like that if the existence of video cameras wasn't around at that time, right?
It is not currently understood how pre-modern cultures would have been capable of detecting SCP-4999's presence. Investigation is ongoing. There isn't a lot of SCPs that restore your faith in this universe, but man, this is one of them. But that about does it for today. Thank you for listening, if indeed you still are, and you're all dismissed. Goodbye.
I've been ferrying souls for a very long time. Thousands of them, maybe millions of them. And I thought a little bit about whether people were scared. And it's interesting. It's interesting to think about what that looks like from the other side, right? Somebody's already there for those people. And I genuinely don't know what to do with that. If you made it to the end of this video, first of all, thank you. I know this wasn't our typical kind of watch me scream and get angry at a dangerous anomaly kind of a reaction. This one was a little bit different, and I think it needed to be, right? I feel like the vibe was kind of different in this one. Yeah, I feel like it kind of needed to be a little bit different. If you liked the way this hit, you know, drop a little heart in the comments. If you're new here, hello, lost soul. I am Moody Charon, your fairy woman. I react to SCPs. When is it now? Every Tuesday and Saturday, we do horror, lore, kind of chaos, and apparently occasionally grief as well. But subscribe if you want to be ferried. I promise I am usually less, I guess, stoic than I am today. Usually. Next time we're going to be back with something significantly less emotionally devastating, I think. See you next time.